friends, now is about bringing inspiration to life into a nail look. I'm really excited about today's color. It is red. Red is such an interesting, beautiful color because it represents everything, right? All across the spectrum, from love to obsession to passion, all the way from like hate and jealousy. So there's a huge range of emotion that you can cover with red. And it is perfect for us to bring this color to life through inspiration. We've got our Pinterest board. This is where we create all of our inspos for Tracy to draw upon and create a nail look. And remember, all these looks, you can get all these products that we're using at Ulta. So let's talk about the inspiration. I love the images that we've pulled. I want to get into some conversation with Tracy. All right, Trace, red. A very interesting color, obviously very popular for holiday in the salon. You've pulled some images from the inspiration board. Walk us through, what do we got here?
I was sent quite a few images and I was really drawn to these 3 images because I love the look of red, white, and black together. It's very powerful. It can be a little difficult to play with because you don't want to go towards the Queen of Hearts look. We don't want to go Halloween, but we want that impact. So that's why I picked these 3. Okay. I definitely started with this one. This just speaks power to me. I love the powdery white look of the lips, and then just the dark, bold eye against the red. It's stunning. Yeah. And it's very impactful.
Super fierce, man.
Yeah. And then of course we have this one. I love this quote. It's so true nowadays with the day and time we live in. And I believe that. Like, everybody's looking for their moment to shine in the light. And if you want to make a statement and you want to get noticed, you wear red. I mean, red really just, it says something without you saying anything.
Right, so, it's power color, really.
Power, right? Total power. And then of course,
my favorite image.
Your favorite, and this was done on purpose, definitely. We have the Frenchie, who, if you know this dog, you know it is strong-willed, very passionate, and I just love this look.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting, the color red, it's got that range, that spectrum, right? There's no middle ground. It's intense either way. It can be in the positive with love, right, or like if you're passionate towards something. On the flip side, if you're angry or obsessed in a negative way, it's just super intense, right?
And when you see the color, it just gives you a certain feeling. So like when I want to feel fierce, I put red on because it's just powerful. And like you said, it also can go through the emotions of love and all that different things. So I think red has to be one of the most powerful colors that you can put on.
So what you're saying is my color is essentially red.
You definitely have a red personality.
With that, are you ready to show us your nails from this inspiration?
Let's do it.
All right, cool.
As always, we're going to start with what we're going to use. We're going to be using Chrome Boss Pearl White Chrome Kit. Out of that kit, we'll be using the Pearl White pigment. We're going to be using the Clear Shot Stamper. We have a little sponge applicator to apply it on there. In that kit also comes Heaven Help Me, the white we'll be using. In addition to that, we'll be using Talk is Cheap and Look Don't Touch. To create the ombre, we're going to use a makeup sponge. I grabbed this out of one of the ombre kits that we have at Ulta, but if you have a makeup sponge laying around the house, you can also use that. So remember, everything that I used here on the table, you can get at Ulta. I want to go ahead and get the red down first. So we're going to be doing red on 4 of our fingers. I'm going to start kind of towards the back, get the excess off the brush, and then work around our cuticle. If you ever worked with red, you know it's one of those colors that shows every mistake. If you do hit the side of your skin, don't worry about it. Come back and clean it up later. Let's get to the next one. Paint that out. We're gonna get it as close as we can to that cuticle. I don't want you to overthink the first layer. We can do touch up and refinement on the second layer. Gonna skip the middle finger, move on to the pointer. What I love about this color, Talk is Cheap, it is a true red. It has a blue undertone. It's just red in its truest form. Not all reds look good on all people. This red tends to look good on most people. Get that on. Again, I'm just using my arm on the table to balance, keep me from shaking so much. This is really helpful when you're trying to do your own nails. Again, we got a little bit on our skin, but we'll come back and clean that up later. We're gonna go through and do one more coat on all 4 fingers. Again, I'm not putting a ton of product on the second coat. I'm just really looking to refine, darken it up just a little bit. This coverage on this color is so pigmented that one coat really does it. But I like this second coat for my refining, catching the cuticle areas, hitting any sides that I missed. Love this red for this time of year. It really screams the holiday season. It looks amazing on toes also. While these are drying out a little bit, before we move into doing some black ombre on a couple of the fingers, we're gonna focus on the white nail in the center. We're gonna grab Heaven Help Me and paint out the middle finger. I don't know if you've ever worked with white polish. Usually they're kind of streaky, they're hard to get full coverage. White, just like red, shows all your mistakes. Heaven Help Me is the best white. It has almost a full coverage in one application. And with that rounded brush, it really helps to get to that cuticle area. We're just gonna do one coat of this. You can see through it in little spots. If I did a second refining coat, it would be full coverage, but we're gonna put pigment over it, so one coat is enough. So while you're painting out the rest of your hands, this white is setting up. It dries very quickly, so as soon as you're done with the other hand, we're gonna get out our white pigment, our applicator brush, and our clear shot stamper. Okay, so we're gonna take our applicator, we're gonna get some pigment on it, and then we're gonna rub it onto the clear shot stamper. Once we've done that, we're gonna go ahead and stamp it onto our white nail. Okay, we're just gonna turn it over and we're gonna push down all over that white nail. So when you're working with the stamper and the pigment, you want the nail to be a little sticky still, not completely dry, because you want that pigment to grab on to the nail.
How much time roughly would you say?
Really about 2 to 3 minutes, and you're ready to go back and hit it with pigment. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our caption Look Don't Touch. We're going to grab our handy dandy makeup sponge, and we're gonna do a little ombre on 2 of these nails. Okay, so the 2 nails that we're gonna do an ombre on is the pinky and the pointer. And what I want you to do, there's a couple different ways you can ombre, but I'm gonna show you a really easy, simple way of doing it. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your Look Don't Touch. I want you to take the very point end of the sponge, and we're gonna paint black out on it. Once we have that, we're gonna take it to the nail. And we're just gonna dab it up until we hit about the center of the nail where we want it. You can see that point really helps kind of give us, we don't want a stark line right in the center. We want it to kind of fade up. So that point really helps us. We can actually even take the edge of it and use that very tip to add some more black. We're gonna let that set up. We still have some red exposed showing through, but we're gonna come back and hit it for a second time. Let's take our pointer, again, take our sponge, gonna add some more black to it. And hit the very tip. I start at the very end and I work my way up. Again, we can kind of take that end, that edge, and fade it into it.
So are you using two sides of that? You're using the side with the polish on it, and then you're using the side without the polish on it?
Yep, so you can take the side with the polish on it to get your fade. But let's say you have a little excess up here and you didn't want so much black. You take that end that doesn't have any polish on it at all and just kind of blend it in. Okay, so now that we got that on all the fingers that we wanted on the other hand also, we can come back and hit it for a second time to really darken that black up. Gonna take that same sponge, gonna hit it again with some black. Start at the tip and work our way up. And see how we just all of a sudden really darkened up that very tip. We're good with that one, let's move on. Some more black. And work our way up. Okay, our ombre is done. Let's go ahead and put on our top coat. Okay. Gonna start again towards the cuticle area, work our way out to really work out the excess. What's amazing about the caption top coat is its thickness. It goes on really nicely, but the thickness gives you an almost gel-like look. Extremely shiny, and it keeps that shine. We're gonna skip the pigmented nail and we're gonna move on to doing all the colors, and then we'll go back to the pigment so I don't pull any pigment and put it onto the other nails. With the caption top coat, the wait time for drying is hardly anything. Shine. Looks wet. Okay, let's go back to that middle finger. I'm gonna take a wipe. I wanna show you guys something. If I wipe off my brush, there's no color that's been pulled from the red or black. I don't know if you've worked with other polishes, but usually when you're working over a red and black, you're gonna need a different top coat to go over the white. This one doesn't transfer color at all. Nice coat over the white. And we are done. We're gonna clean up our cuticle area and we'll show you the final look.
A stunning set of nails. This is like the power look, but it is balanced nicely with that white. Tracy, talk to us about your nails. How you feeling about it?
I feel like I'm gonna take over the company. I'm more powerful than you.
well, you know what? If it makes you feel that way, that's all that matters. That is all that matters, is the fact that you feel that way. The look of those nails, they give that power look.
Make a statement without saying a word, right?
Yeah, that is exactly right. These nails are definitely a statement of power, and it's just, there's a level of fierceness in this look that I love. Remember, you can get all these products at Ulta. They're available right now. You can create this look right now, or if you go to the salon, you can go grab the products at Ulta, take them to your nail professional, and have them create this look. We will see you next week on Nail Trends Now.